Hey guys, welcome back to Sustain Daily Podcasts. I was introduced to the concept of carbon footprint back in school, and I remember by hearting its definition for a test and then completely forgetting about it until recently. So, in this episode, I'm going to cover what it is, why it matters, what contributes to it, how to calculate it, and finally, tips on how to reduce your carbon footprint. Let's get right into it. What is carbon footprint? It is the amount of greenhouse gases, primarily carbon dioxide, released by the actions of an individual, both directly and indirectly. It is measured in tons and it can be measured for a particular activity like buying grocery or as a sum total of carbon dioxide produced by an individual over the course of a year. Why does it matter? An increase in greenhouse gases results in climate change and global warming, which in turn leads to a lot of problems like extreme weather condition, imbalance in the ecosystem, unfavorable conditions for certain flora and fauna species, resulting in their endangerment, increase in the frequency and intensity of natural and man-made calamities, etc. These have an impact on humans as well. A lot of people, mostly the poor, are the most affected by these disasters and end up losing their homes and livelihoods. It is estimated that by 2050 there are going to be 250 million climate refugees. So, it is essential for us to know our carbon footprint as individuals, families, organizations, and countries in order to work on reducing it. What contributes to your carbon footprint? Production of greenhouse gases is natural, but thanks to us, carbon emissions have increased substantially. Almost every activity performed by us on a daily basis, like cooking, results in carbon emission. So then the solution cannot be to stop existing. Instead, we have to identify the major contributors and rectify the situation. Transportation, food, clothes, and electricity have a significant impact on the increase in carbon footprint. Let's look at how we can calculate our carbon footprint and alter our consumption habits in an attempt to rectify the situation. First, let's talk about carbon offsetting. It is a concept of compensating for your carbon emissions by undertaking other activities that help in reducing the greenhouse gases. This concept is mostly used by large MNCs and organizations, but there are a few companies based out of the US and the UK that help individuals with offsetting. They have websites where you can calculate your carbon footprint by answering a few questions and accordingly donating money to any activity that is helping reduce the greenhouse gases, like reforestation, etc. I'm going to link a few of these websites down below. Now, developing countries have a lower carbon footprint than developed countries, and because these websites are based out of the UK and the US, the average mentioned on the website is much higher than that in India. So don't get happy when your carbon footprint seems to be lower than the average. Apart from carbon offsetting, there are a lot of activities that we can do to reduce our carbon footprint. Let's dive right into it. The below mentioned tips are very popular and might seem commonsensical to some. Regardless, I think it is essential to restate and remind ourselves of these. One of the major contributors is transportation. A couple of tips to help with this are to walk and bike to nearby destinations as much as possible. Switching to public transport system if possible is also a great tip. And if you're using a car, you should try to reduce your need to travel, or you can plan everything beforehand. What I mean by that is that if you need to get something from point B, which is on the other end of town, start making a list of everything you would need from point B or from shops on the way to point B. This ensures that you don't have to make multiple trips to and from the same point. You should also try to share your ride as much as possible. Because of COVID 19, transportation has reduced drastically. But when things get back to normal, or the new normal, try finding office buddies or people you can share your rides with. Another great tip is to not drive fast. Driving at a slow or medium speed requires less fuel. Going carless or switching to an electric car can drastically reduce your carbon footprint as well. Maintaining your vehicle, or any electrical appliance for that matter, ensures that they work efficiently and don't use more fuel or electricity than required. You should also clean your AC filters often, and you can do this at home free of charge. Talking about electricity, try to switch to renewable energy sources at home like solar panels. If not, you can switch to LEDs as they are the most efficient and pocket-friendly option. Just switching off a button doesn't help. Unplug appliances and electronics like toasters, TVs, hairdryers, chargers, etc. when not in use because they consume energy even when the switch is off. As mentioned in the previous episodes, you should make the best out of daylight and share your room with roommates or siblings if you prefer the AC. You can also start washing your own clothes. If that doesn't suit you, when you're using a washing machine, try to load it fully for every cycle and keep the water temperature setting on cold. Similarly, try to bathe with room temperature water instead of using water heater. You can shower or bathe in the afternoon to get hot water naturally because the pipe becomes hot and they give you hot water. Food habits are also a major contributor to the ever-rising carbon emissions. Going vegan has a significant impact in reducing your carbon footprint. However, it is a luxury that not everybody can afford. So, try going vegetarian or reduce your meat consumption gradually. You can also try growing your own food, but again, that's also a luxury. So try sourcing your produce from farmers market or the local vendors. Only consume seasonal produce. Reduce your food waste. You can check out the episode 4 to know more about this. Link is mentioned below. Composting is a must. Again, link for the same in the description below. You should also get as many plants as possible. I cannot tell you how therapeutic it is. Lastly, let's talk about clothes. The fashion industry is a large environment polluter and plays a huge role in the rise in carbon emissions. You could switch to green or sustainable labels while buying clothes. And you can also start questioning your need for new clothes. It is said that there are enough clothes in the world right now to clothe the next 6 generations. Let that sink in. You can start swapping clothes with your friends, shop from thrift stores, repair, redo existing clothing items for a change, and buy second-hand clothes. But most importantly, what I've learned and observed is that you can pull anything off if you're confident enough. You can wear something from 2003 which might be out of fashion for the mainstream and make it look like you brought them back in fashion. So just be confident in your skin. On that positive note, I would like to stop preaching. As always, hope you have a few takeaways from this episode. Would love to know tips that you might have to help reduce our carbon footprint. Take care, stay safe, goodbye.